I remember when I was 5 years old, I lived in this apartment on Hollywood Boulevard. It was just me and my mother in a two-bedroom, two-bathroom. My mother and father split up when I was about 2 years old. Growing up, we did not have a lot of money, so we walked everywhere. We mainly walked to the Carl's Jr. and 7-Eleven across the street. I was only allowed to get one item every time. Occasionally, we would walk to Disneyland and hang out at Downtown Disney. I always wanted to go in the park, but my mother would say no every time. I didn't understand at that time that we couldn't afford it. My grandmother would come watch me all the time while my mom was busy. She would treat me occasionally by taking me to the Toys R Us next door. I always loved living right next to it. I would think about that place all the time. As a kid, I always found myself wanting materialistic items, but I rarely got what I wanted. I remember when The Incredibles movie first came out, I really wanted a specific toy from that movie. I would go to Toys R Us and just stand there looking at it. I ended up never getting it because I remember it was around $50. Looking back, I think having no money taught me to be grateful for the things that I do have. I can see now how much my mom sacrificed to give me a good life. She tried her best to give me the impression that everything was okay and we lived a comfortable life. She kept all her financial struggles and worry from me. The only thing that she showed me was love. My father, on the other hand, was a different story. He would be allowed to visit me on Saturdays. He would take me to this Mexican restaurant that was close to the house. One day, he did something that would stick with me forever. He took a chip and put the hottest salsa on it, and he told me, "If you can eat this, then you are a man." From that day forward, I believed that men were supposed to show no weakness. They could only show their strength. Now my view of the world is different, but my father tried to force his false ideals on me. I was just lucky enough to have such a loving mother in my life.